Well, good morning, everyone. Thomas Montgomery. We get together with our distribution partners most weekday mornings at this time, 8 o'clock Central. Today is Wednesday, July 27th, 2022. So we're just about to wrap up the month of July. Those of you that are white label partners, hopefully we are on track. We know that we have two different types of distribution partners. We have referral partners and white label partners. And there's actually two types of white label partners. There's the white label partnership on the access to capital, which is this page, which we'll refer to in a minute. And then we also have white label partners on the 60-day credit sweep program. So one of the big I guess there's a couple big differences between our referral partners and our white label partners. Referral partners are paid a specific amount, and they simply just refer in and have no other involvement. In contrast, white label partners are actually contracting with the client directly under their umbrella, under their paper, and they're also controlling the terms, the pricing and the conditions. So that works out really well for those of you that want to be more involved and more in control. With the white label partners, though, the expectation, and it's in our agreements with you, is that we don't want dabblers, right? Because what you and I know is people that dabble typically never become proficient. And that could be whether you're a plumber or an accountant, or certainly in our space of small business finance. So white label partners are actively involved. Doesn't mean full-time at all, but actively involved. So on the access to capital side, our white label partners have promised, they've agreed to help at least 8 clients a month. And in contrast, our white label partners on the 60-day credit sweep are actually working with at least 10 clients a month. So that's enough. So the white label partner has some good income coming in, it's relevant, and they're proficient. So today, since we're nearly at the end of the month, our goal is to make sure that we have supported you, answered your questions, and make sure that you're on track to hit your numbers for the month of July. We do, on the white label page, we have the onboarding. We did. So this is the library, and there's a lot of good training videos, but most specifically, the top one is the onboarding. And actually, this is an onboarding training we did recently. It addresses both the access to capital white label partner as well as the credit sweep. So if you are a white label partner and you've not watched this onboarding, regardless of which hat you're wearing, definitely recommend that you do this. And of course, this is on iimfl.org on the white label page. But our time together today is to answer your questions, to make sure that we're supporting you, to make sure you know what to do, how to do it. So if you would type in your question, we use the Q&A function of Zoom. It's kind of like a chat box. So the floor is yours. We've got about 30 minutes to go through questions, comments, concerns. What is it that we can do to help you be successful? So just go ahead and type in your questions, comments, concerns into the Q&A, and we will get started. So if you're on track for this month, shout out to you. Again, that would be 8 for those of you that are white label on the access to capital side. That would be 10 for those of you that are on the white label on the credit sweep. If you're not on track, which we should be, pretty much done since we're almost done with July, let us know what questions you have, what challenges you're facing. Are you having issues with finding leads? Are you having trouble converting leads? But again, this time is for you. So no need to put your hand up, anyone. Just go ahead and type the question into the Q&A, and then we're going to address it together. So Lewis, I see you have your hand up. Just go ahead and type your question, comment, or concern into the Q&A. It's like a chat box. So this is an instrumental time. It's kind of what we call open forum. So anyone that has challenges in meeting the expectations set forth, anyone that needs additional training, assistance, support, this is our time. And so if it's something that you're wrestling with, there's a good chance that others are as well. So, all right, Sam's asking for clarification, and that's right, Sam. So on iimfl.org white label, this onboarding training here has both segments for onboarding of each of the two roles. Now, I know many of you are white label partners on both sides, but you could be on either program, both programs, or of course, neither. But yes, Sam, this onboarding addresses both roles. Who has any questions, comments, concerns? Who needs support? Okay, Lewis has got his question posted now. Thank you, Lewis. All right, so on the credit suite, this is what happens. When you sign up as a white label partner on the credit suite, here are the steps. So you would let us know that you want to be a white label partner if you're not one, first name, last name, email, phone, and then you can tell us what your interest is and getting paid to help others. Hit submit, and then we'll send you the white label 60-day credit sweep Adobe packet. It comes out to you, you review it, you sign it. Then we go into onboarding. So with the onboarding, you will receive an onboarding email from us. One of our staff will be instructed in the CRM, the database that we use, to call you to welcome you aboard, make sure that you have seen and are reading the onboarding email. And then also we'll set up a Dropbox. And again, we're talking about white label partner on the credit suite right now. And so then we'll set up a Dropbox for you. And that Dropbox will be populated with a number of files, one of which is the client agreement template. And so it's in a Word format, so you can make the changes that you need to that. Because as a white label partner, they're contracting with you. The contract's between you and them, and you can control the pricing. So I think the answer to Lewis's question is if you're set up as a white label partner, then you have the onboarding information, which is also going to refer you to watch this. You'll have your Dropbox. The Dropbox will be populated with a number of files, including the editable client agreement. So then what you need to do then is get the client under contract. So you would take your editable agreement and edit it, and then most likely save it as a PDF. And then most likely then you would send it to your prospects via Adobe or DocuSign, whatever e-signature software you want to use. You send it to them, they sign it, and now you have them under contract. So Lewis, let me know if I missed the point of your question, and I'll dig deeper wherever you need to. All right, so Zatiti asks, what do you suggest for 60-day credit sweep for driving clients? Can't find leads. Do you have a pitch? Well, absolutely. And so I would argue that the pitch is actually here on this landing page that you can see. And so now you can decide if you want to make it free or not, depending upon how you want the trigger for the deposit to come back to them if you want it to. But this is really the pitch, and you want to emphasize the success story. There's more information down here, but I don't know that, Zatiti, that you'd need any information other than what's on this page to put together a Craigslist ad or a Facebook ad or an email blast. So that's the answer to the question. For that part of the question is, I believe that this landing page has the information that you would need. Now, you're not going to drive them to this landing page, right? Because this is going to drive them to us since you're a white label partner. Now, if you want, Scott Stroud, our Chief Marketing Officer, can develop a page like this for you if that's what you want. But you get the client under contract, and then we're able to implement. All right, so, and then as far as finding leads, we've had a number of trainings on leads. So here's one on the other white label page, and I believe that there's some other trainings that we had on leads. Let's see here, let's scroll down. Here's some on the ABCs of marketing. And I was thinking there was another lead page on here. Let's see. Yeah, building an affiliate network to drive in leads is another training that you may want to go view. So there's a couple trainings that we've had before that addresses leads. But the bottom line is that that's what your role is. Now you can buy leads, and we've had different trainings where we've talked about where you can go buy leads that are credit repair leads or business loan leads. You can generate your own. You can do posting. Certainly posting on Craigslist is one of the easiest and most effective to get started. And then also ZTD asked about converting the leads. Well, in terms of converting the leads is you need to get them under contract, right? So once you have a lead on the free 60-day credit sweep program, you need to send them your agreement, which again, you'll find in the Dropbox that we created for you, and get them to sign up. All right, so thank you for those questions. Let's move on to Eric. So Eric's a white label partner over on the access to capital side, and has not on track for his 8. So we certainly want to work with you to figure out where the problem is, Eric, if you're not hitting 8, because there's so many small businesses that want to need capital. Is it that you don't have the outreach, or is it the conversions? I don't know what those issues are. But if you use, in your case, but if you use what we call the hybrid model, which is outlined in the 3-step training, where is that 3-step training? Here it is, 3-step training. It makes it very simple. So I would make sure, Eric, that you've gone through the training, specifically this 3-step training. And then if there's specific information you need or support, let us know. Eric also asked about just becoming a referral partner. Well, I mean, you can do that, but once you sign the white label partner agreement, we have made promises to you and you've made promises to us. And so to exit out of the white label partnership, then you would be looking at that license fee. So, and I think that's the question that Eric is alluding to. So there's a license fee to become a white label partner. And that's true regardless if it's on the access to capital side or the credit sweep. But what we've done to work with more of you is to waive that license fee. And so instead of paying the license fee, we'll waive that and just come in and get active and maintain a minimal level of activity. If you don't maintain that minimal level of activity, then the license fee is due. So you would just have to decide, Eric, if you want to exit out of the white label program, you certainly can, but then you would have the license fee. The preference would be that you would remain compliant, make money, help people, and then you would never pay the license fee. Let me know if that answered your question, Eric. All right, so D'Angelo asked, is the lead commission validation at the sign up point All right, well, so keep in mind, D'Angelo, if you're a white label partner, then you're putting the client under your contract, and that's what makes them a conversion, right? They're contracted with you. So I don't think that there would ever be confusion. Let's go over, for example, so where is the contract? When you sign up as a white label partner on the credit sweep, as I mentioned, we set up a Dropbox, we put a number of files in there, including the editable agreement. On the access to capital, under the training library, we provided all of you an editable client agreement right here. So that's the beautiful thing about being a white label partner. There's never a question of, is it your client or not? Because it's obviously your client. They're contracted with you. We're providing the back office services, the programming will support you, but they're under contract with you. So there's just no question if it's your client or not your client, because they're under contract with you. Let me know, D'Angelo, if that didn't make sense to you. As Ajiti's asking about the new Sba Express program. So yes, we launched the new Sba Express program, and we can pull that up here, which didn't come up, did it? So the Sba Express program we launched earlier this week, and it is an alternative campaign to help individuals that are just wanting specifically to go in and get an SBA loan, a 7A Express. So we've had a couple trainings on that hopefully you've viewed. If you're a white label partner, though, I think this really just becomes more of a marketing campaign to your same offering. So you could use this type of language as a white label partner, but you're still going to most likely, if you're a white label partner, get them under agreement on your access to capital, same agreement. And so it's just a different, for white label partners, I think it's just a different marketing pitch, but the contracting would most likely be the same. But certainly feel free to watch the 2 trainings we've had Monday and Tuesday of this week, if that helps. All right. Lewis says he's preparing to do a 30-second spot announcement on the radio, and he'll need a landing page. That's fine. Yeah, so you can get with Scott Stroud. Scott is our Chief Marketing Officer, and he charges because he's got a family to feed, but he can create unique landing pages for those of you that are white label partners. Now, let's say that you want a free landing page. So if we go to 4weekfunding.org, our referral partners do receive a free landing page. So 4weekfunding.org, they come here, they click yes, and they'll get a free landing page. You might say, well, why do referral partners get a free landing page, but white label partners don't? Well, because referral partners are feeding directly into our system, our proposition. We know what that is, so we have it ready. But as a white label partner, it's under your agreement, under your branding. And we don't even know what your terms and conditions are because you can edit that. That's between you and them. So there's no way for us to create a standardized white label partner landing page because each of you are marketing under your own branding and your own terms. But the workaround is if you're a white label partner on the access to capital side, this is what I was talking about, the hybrid approach, which is addressed in this 3-step training here. What you can simply do is come over to 4weekfunding.org, scroll down, because you can be both a referral partner and a white label partner. Fill this out, click yes. It'll provide you a free landing page that's going to look just like this. And the concept of the hybrid model is, even though you're a white label partner, feed them into your landing page here, and then pivot them over for a capital raise thereafter. And we've had some trainings on that. And again, that's covered here. All right, so let me know, Lewis, if that met your needs or not. And right, you don't even, technically, you don't have to have a landing page as long as you're submitting the agreements in so we can implement. You don't technically need a landing page. You might find it helpful, but you know you're going to have your own agreement on the white label partner, so you can generate your leads however you want. The key is to get them under contract, and the same on the 60-day credit sweep. Again, there's an editable agreement that we've provided to each of you in your individual Dropbox, but yeah, you technically don't have to have a landing page if you don't want to. As a white label partner on the access to capital side, once you have the client under contract, which again, this is covered in the onboarding training. So if you've not gone through the onboarding training, there's a problem. But once you have the client under contract, then you submit them on this page here. And so that lets us know to implement. All right, so let's go to the next. Charlotta asked how credit sweep differs from credit repair. Great question. So let's go over here. The 60-day credit sweep, Charlotta, is not credit repair. It is not credit repair. It is paralegals drafting documents to block applicable negative items, whereby those items will not show up on credit reports anymore. It's an FTC compliant process, but it is not credit repair. Credit repair typically is based around disputing things, like saying, oh, that's not mine. And so those of you that are involved with credit repair, that's fine. That's fine. No problem with that. But credit sweep is a very effective, legal, guaranteed, and the way we have it structured, a free way for people to be able to improve their credit, as shown. And we've had other success stories, but this is the one on the main page. So it accomplishes, I guess, a similar goal, but it's a much better approach, and it's not credit repair. So Charlotte, let me know if I missed anything there. We had a question: could your business benefit from the SBA loan? I would think so. You know, the constraint with the SBA Express Loan Program, which is here, is that it has a cap of 150. And I know a lot of you want and need and deserve more capital than 150,000, but this could be just the initial tranche. But yes, I would encourage any of you to leverage this for your own business as well, if you desire. All right, let's see what the next question is. Satiti's asking, what's the website for the 60-day credit? So 60daycreditsuite.com is the website we're on. And here we are, 60daycreditsuite.com. Hopefully that was the question. All right. D'Angelo says we've clarified the process. Good. Veronica asked, would we have to get a new agreement for the new program? Okay, so if she's got someone that wants to come into the SBA Express Program, no, you wouldn't. It's up to you, quite frankly. Veronica, as a white label partner, you could do one of two things. You could either take the agreement we've already provided you and edit it slightly for this use, or you could just talk about SBA loans, but specifically bring them into your full access to capital program. So you have two options. If you want to tailor your access to capital agreement, which there wouldn't be much change at all, almost everything's the same. But if you wanted to just change it where it's based around this, you can, or you could just continue to bring them in directly. The alternative is if you want to do neither and just be a referral partner, you can just feed them in here. We'll take care of the contracting, and you just make a flat $100 a piece. It's just, you'll make a lot more as a white label partner, I suspect, if you are selecting your own pricing. So in summary, if you're a white label partner and you want to leverage the SBA loan program, you have three options. One option is just to refer them in here and get paid a flat $100. Probably not what you'd want to do, but that's an option. Another option is you can take your access to capital agreement, just make a few tweaks, and then it would be applicable to this. Just, you know, change the pricing to match this. Or the third scenario is simply to run everyone through the full access to capital, even if they're looking for an SBA loan. So those are your choices. Hopefully that helped, Veronica. All right, so Lewis asked on the credit sweep, go back to it. So with this credit sweep, would I refer the clients to your platform, or would I have access to the paralegal? Yeah, so you'd refer them to our platform. As a white label partner, you're going out, getting them under contract. Now, if you don't want to be a white label partner, you just want to refer them in, you can just refer them in here and just make the flat $100. But if you want to be a white label partner, then you'd sign up as a white label partner. You'd have your Dropbox. You'd have the editable client agreement in it, and you'd get them under contract. And then we'll take care of the implementation. Verona asked about the hybrid model with the SBA Express. Well, I mean, yeah, you can always bring people into the free 4-week funding program. And obviously we mentioned you get a free landing page for this. And then you could pivot them from this into the SBA Express loan program if you want, or into your full access to capital. So the answer is yes. So TD asked about Dropbox. Yeah, so if you're a white label partner on the 60-day credit sweep, we would have set up a Dropbox folder. You would have received an invitation from Dropbox, And then you'd be able to access that Dropbox folder through email. If you can't find it or need help, just let us know offline and we can help you with that. Okay, other questions. I think we're largely caught up. All right, Timothy's asking, well, what happens if we don't hit our numbers? So the agreement, and it's going back to what was discussed earlier. When we came up with the white label concept, it was an opportunity to work with people more strategically, whereby they can have more control and earn more income. Obviously, we have more time invested with white label partners. There is a license fee, and that license fee is clearly stated in the agreement on either of the agreements, on the credit sweep side or access to capital. But what we said is, hey, don't pay the license fee. Don't pay it. Pay zero. We'll work with you. We'll go help people. You'll make money. Won't that be great? However, with that, then there was the promise of, well, if we're going to waive that license fee, so we're putting the time and energy and giving you the tools for free, then you need to produce. You need to be active. And so active is defined as at least 8 clients enrolled a month on the access to capital, 10 a month on the credit sweep, which is very doable. And again, we train and we support to do that. But Timothy's question is not that, is, well, what happens if not? Well, then we need to resolve it, right? Because there's technically a breach of contract. There's a lack of performance. And so then we would work out something. We don't want you to pay the full $10,000 license fee, but we do need to make sure that you're committed, and we need to come up with a resolution plan of, okay, what can we do to get on track? Where's the breakdown? Is it the lead development? Is it the conversions? Is it your follow-up? Where's the breakdown? So yes, we want to resolve it. But I think Timothy's point is, if you become a white label partner on either program, but you default, then yeah, they're going to bill you for the license fee, the $10,000 license fee, which is crazy. Why would you want to pay $10,000 and make no money? Instead, don't pay the $10,000, help people and make money, right? Okay, let me know if that didn't answer the question, Timothy. All right, anyone else have any questions, comments, concerns today? So if you're a white label partner on the access to capital side, you definitely went to the white label page. You got your training library. We've gone through this. Go through the onboarding training, which is the top one in the library. Here's where you submit clients. You do that after you have them under contract. All is good to go. If you're a white label partner on the 60-day side, 60-day sweep side, then you will get a Dropbox, and that Dropbox will be populated with the files that you need, including the editable agreement. Lynette's asking about scripts. And so I believe, and you can tell me if you feel differently, I mean, here's essentially your script. If you're a 60-day credit sweep white label partner, here's your script, right? These are the key points, success story people always want to see, more detail. I think it's here. Now, we've had other trainings with more details on it. And on the white label side, if you go through the training, there's definitely scripts and processes for you to follow. So yes. All right, we're just about to the bottom of the hour. Any other questions, comments, concerns? So if you're not a white label partner, but you'd like to become one, real simple to become one on the access to capital side right here. If you're not a white label partner on the 60-day credit sweep, but would like to become one, come over here to 60-day credit sweep, and on the information request, choose this and submit it, and we'll send you an Adobe agreement to get you set up. All right, so Lewis has, I think, probably our final question for today. He says, so it's his understanding that he can send clients to our platform and our team will take care of the work. That's exactly right. That's right. So as a white label partner, you're out developing the clients, setting the pricing, the terms as you want, but you don't have to do the work. Our team of paralegals will do the work and develop the documents and handle the workload on the 60-day credit sweep. All right, well, we will be back together tomorrow morning. We get together most days. The key is, plug into the training. If you've not done that, you're at a great disadvantage. The training for the access to capital side is this library. The training on the 60-day credit sweep is found within the Dropbox that we've sent you. It's crucial that you remain active. It's no different if you went out and bought a Domino's pizza franchise. Even if they waive the franchise fee and said, okay, here's you a Domino's franchise for free. Just go sell some pizzas. They're going to expect you to sell some pizzas. And if not, then they're probably going to come back and charge you the franchise fee. So we're not a franchise, but the way the license agreement is, it's very attractive, right? You don't have to pay anything to become to be licensed as a white label partner in either of these programs. But we do need you to sell some pizzas. We do need you to be active and involved. And if not, it is considered a contractual breach. It's a legal obligation. We don't want you to pay the $10,000 license fee for either of those. We don't. We want you to be active and participating, and we want you to be successful and making money and helping people. But that requires at least 8 clients a month on the white label side, access to capital side, I should say, and or 10 on the credit sweep. But we're here to train, to support, to provide the tools. I have no question that we can be successful. All right, well, we're over, so have a great day, and we'll see you back tomorrow morning, okay? Bye-bye.